In this video, I'm gonna show why the trailer for the movie The Odyssey is not getting people excited to go see it, or at least why it has become one of the most disliked trailers for a Christopher Nolan movie. For a lot of us, it looks underwhelming, and this is the thing. I'm a Christopher Nolan fan. I have all the Batman movies, I have the collector set, as well as every individual DVD. But personally, my all-time favorite movie of his is not Inception or Interstellar or even The Dark Knight. My favorite Nolan movie is Memento. To me, this is Nolan at his best. With that said, I think Nolan is starting to go through a period where he is making decisions that are undermining this movie. And I want to explore one of the main issues that really bothers me about the trailer for the movie The Odyssey. But before we get started, if you dig the opinions I share in this video, click a like and subscribe and write a comment down below. Thanks!
The Facts Hunter.
One quick thing I want to get out of the way is that I am going to address the race swap of Helen of Troy at the end of this video. I think that is a toxic topic that is actually distracting us from more important issues that are turning people away from this trailer. But let's get started with the main topic of this video, which is
we won the war.
the movie is too dark.
I personally enjoyed it. I personally really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I thought that it looks like it is going to be another Christopher Nolan classic banger.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see if when it's all said and done, if this becomes his magnum opus.
And I was just blown away by it. Just blown away by it. I love the scope of this thing. I love the power and the energy of this thing. But you got way more of the scope of this thing and the energy throughout the trailer, which is a man wanting to get back to his wife and his child who he loves deeply, and all these things he's got to endure in order to get back to it. That's the journey, right? And so that's going to be fascinating to see how that all plays out overall. But yeah, I thought this looked epic as fuck. Just blown away by what they're going to do.
1,000%, man. I am looking forward to it, but I would love to know what the controversy is. What are people getting bent out of shape about?
The first thing is people say it's too dark and they can barely see some of the visuals and stuff. And this is something that Nolan has been dealing with, I think, since Tenet. This idea that some of his films are a little too dark or you can barely see what's going on.
The story of the Odyssey is a story told from the point of view of Odysseus. Some people claim it's the story of a man who is suffering from PTSD, and that's the reason why the movie looks dark. It is speculated that Odysseus has gone through so much that he views the world as a dark place with little to no hope. Personally, I think that's a cop-out. If Odysseus' mind is darkened by depression, then we are already started on a bad note, because the driven mechanism of the movie is Odysseus' will to return home. As the audience, we shouldn't be forced to endure a lack of brightness. This will be the equivalent of getting stuck on a long trip with a passenger who won't shut up about his girlfriend breaking up with him. If you don't understand where I'm coming from, I would like to refer to you to a running gag in the movie Airplane. The classic comedy Airplane makes fun of this scenario where the protagonist unwittingly makes anybody who is unfortunate enough to be stuck sitting next to him forced to listen to his whining about his problems during the long plane trip. And these unfortunate souls end up offing themselves because they just cannot put up with this guy's depression. Nobody should endure such a torture. Now, as much as I like Christopher Nolan, I have to say, there are movies out there with darker themes that treat the audience with a much more enjoyable experience. You don't believe me? Let's take a look at our first example, 1998's Robin Williams' What Dreams May Come. In that movie, an entire family dies, but they are reunited in the afterlife. And just look at it. The plot sounds like something that will ruin your entire day. But instead, we're treated to an amazing, beautiful display of wonder. character. Even when we see what hell might look like, it is something that is just beautiful and engaging to the eyesight. There is a scene where Robin Williams' character goes in search for his wife, who has ended her own life because depression and loneliness was just too much to endure after losing her entire family. Why should we be forced to put up with darkness? No, instead, in this movie, we see a haunting display of an underworld that is not hidden by shadows. We can see everything in every corner of the screen. And this movie was not filmed with IMAX. The director, Vincent Ward, created a movie that is just beautiful to see, and it pulls you out of the dark reality of the subject of this movie, which is a father and his two kids who are dead, and the widow becomes a victim of absolute soul-crushing depression and ends up taking her own life. I don't know how you can make a movie with such a dark plot and still make it a beautiful thing to see. You can even go see YouTubers reacting to this movie, and 90% of them are just crying their eyes out.
No! Oh no. He's been in there a while.
I've only got a few moments left.
He's just gonna say goodbye.
I just wanted us to be old together. Two old farts laughing at each other as our bodies fell apart together at the end.
Oh my goodness.
That lake in your painting.
This is like painful to the core.
No, please.
Whatever you...
I'll never buy you another meatball sub with extra sauce. That was a big one. I'll never make you smile. I just wanted us to be old together. That lake in your painting. Thank you for our children. For the first time I saw them. Thank you for being someone I was always proud to be with. For your guts, for your sweetness. I apologize for every time I failed you, especially this one.
No, he's really giving up.
You didn't think I'd make it out?
That was so beautiful and heartbreaking.
Took me a while to realize you were right.
Nothing you can do could ever help her.
Go home now.
Yes.
Will you tell my children I love them?
Yes.
And I won't leave their mother.
Oh my God. Because you left her before in your seclusion. I love that.
But we'll be together.
Bro.
Good people end up in hell because they can't forgive themselves. But I can forgive you.
For killing my children and my sweet husband.
That's not your fault.
Being so wonderful, a guy would choose hell over heaven just to hang around you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That line.
Sweet husband.
Being so wonderful, a guy would choose hell over heaven just to hang around you. Because I remind you.
He hates her now.
I'm join you. Sorry I left you alone. Don't give up, okay?
Christy. Christy.
What happened to this place?
Christy. Oh God, no, 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 no. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Christy!
I know, of course, I'm gonna have to put this in the reaction because otherwise, what's the point if we cannot cry together?
For killing my children and my sweet husband.
Being so wonderful, a guy would choose hell over heaven just to hang around you.
Bro. Oh my goodness.
Because I remind you. Because I couldn't join you. Sorry I left you alone. Don't give up, okay?
Ooh. Guys, this is a fucking masterpiece of a movie.
Get back there. Oh my God. Oh shit. This movie messed me up a bit. I guess I didn't really expect it to, but it was dealing with a place we can kind of only hope to be. My shirt! Oh my god. I got tears on my shirt again.
So please don't tell me Nolan has a good excuse to make us sit down in a dark room for 2.5 hours. Wait, 2.5 hours? Wait, hold on. Let me check the runtime. 2 hours and 52 minutes. This is almost 3 hours. Oh, hell no. I don't care if Odysseus has PTSD. Nolan needs to turn on the lights on this movie. What Dreams May Come was made in 1998. They didn't have IMAX back then, and the movie looks 1,000 times better. Now, we know that Christopher Nolan is not a fan of CG. Well, if he likes to make movies the old way, there are films that have been done way better. Let's take a look at our second and last example, Stanley Kubrick's most underrated film, Barry Lyndon. In this movie, Kubrick used a very rare Zeiss lens from NASA, and he filmed scenes illuminated only by candlelight. This was 50 years ago. Anybody who is telling you that Christopher Nolan is a master filmmaker is simply exaggerating. So in my opinion, Nolan doesn't hold a candle to Kubrick. And that pound was intentional. But for people who continue to defend Nolan with the argument that we haven't seen the entire movie yet, here's the thing. The trailer of a movie is supposed to sell the movie. You want to make the trailer look good enough to entice people into coming to see the movie and get their butts into the theater. Well, just put the trailers side by side. Barry Lyndon and the Odyssey right next to each other. Lyndon is 1 minute and 37 seconds, and the Odyssey is 2 minutes and 32 seconds. You put them side by side and just ask yourself, which one looks prettier? One is pleasant to see, and the other one, you're struggling to see anything. In conclusion, Nolan has no defense. And the worst part is that I'm starting to feel that these directors are using the casting of minorities as a crutch to force people into watching the movie by making us fight among ourselves, because the reality is that this movie is not only coming out in America. This is a worldwide movie. This movie is going to be released worldwide. The Odyssey is a tale told all around the world, but the biggest influence is here in the West, and that's where the movie is creating the most conflict between two sides of a social war, which is dividing us unnecessarily. Because at the end of the day, this is not only between people who want a faithful adaptation, because now it's a thing where if you don't go support this film, then you're a racist and the white supremacists win. And I hate being put in a situation like that. And that is the reason why I don't want to go see this movie. Well, also because of the word daddy and the fact that I might need a flashlight just to see what is happening on the screen. Write a comment down below, but please don't let this movie make us fight among ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's just a movie. If you go watch it, I truly hope you enjoy it. It's a free world, and we all should be doing things that make us happy as long as we're not hurting others. But that's it for me. My name is Carlos, and I'm a fox hunter. If you like what I'm doing here, click a like and subscribe. And so, bye-bye for now, and take care.